Suzanne Pleshette was one of Hollywood's most distinctive and beloved actresses. Known for her husky voice, sardonic wit, and remarkable career spanning nearly 5 decades across stage, film, and television. Suzanne Pleshette was born on January 31, 1937, in Brooklyn Heights, New York, USA. She died on January 19, 2008, in Los Angeles, California, from respiratory failure due to lung cancer, at the age of 70. She was an only child. Her father, Eugene Pleshette, was a stage manager of Paramount Theaters and later a television network executive. And her mother, Geraldine Kaplan, was a dancer and artist who performed under the name Geraldine Rivers. Both of her parents were Jewish, with family roots in Russia and Austria-Hungary, and she was of Russian Jewish heritage. Pleshette attended the High School of Performing Arts in Manhattan, then briefly studied at Syracuse University and Finch College before leaving to pursue acting more seriously. She later trained at the neighborhood Playhouse School of the Theater, where she studied under the renowned acting teacher Sanford Meisner. Her professional career began on the stage. She made her Broadway debut in 1957 in the play Compulsion. In 1959, she appeared in Golden Fleecing, where she met actor Tom Poston, who would much later become her third husband. In 1961, she replaced Anne Bancroft in the Broadway production of The Miracle Worker, playing opposite Patty Duke. In film, Pleshette gained attention with roles in movies such as The Geisha Boy, 1958, with Jerry Lewis, and Rome Adventure, 1962, in which she starred alongside Troy Donahue. One of her most famous film roles came in 1963, when she played schoolteacher Annie Hayworth in Alfred Hitchcock's thriller The Birds. She also appeared in films such as Fate is the Hunter, 1964, If It's Tuesday, This Must Be Belgium, 1969, Support Your Local Gunfighter, 1971, and Hot Stuff, 1979. Later in her career, she lent her distinctive voice to animated projects, including The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, 1998, and the English-language version of Spirited Away, 2001. On television, Pleshette achieved her greatest fame. She guest-starred on many popular series of the 1960s and 1970s, including Dr. Kildare, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and The Fugitive. Her signature television role was Emily Hartley on The Bob Newhart Show, which aired from 1972 to 1978. As Emily, the witty and sophisticated wife of psychologist Bob Hartley, she helped redefine the portrayal of sitcom wives as intelligent, educated, and equal partners rather than mere supporting characters. She later earned acclaim for her portrayal of hotel magnate Leona Helmsley in the 1990 television movie Leona Helmsley, the Queen of Mean, which brought her award recognition. One of her last notable television appearances was on the sitcom Good Morning Miami, which aired from 2002 to 2004. Throughout her career, Pleshette received multiple honors and nominations. She was nominated for 4 Emmy Awards in 1962, 1977, 1978, and 1991, and received 2 Golden Globe nominations. She won a Laurel Award for her performance in The Birds. In 2008, she was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which was awarded posthumously and unveiled on what would have been her 71st birthday. She also received recognition from television nostalgia circles, including a TV Land Award in 2006 for her work on The Bob Newhart Show. Plechette's personal life included 3 marriages, all to men in the entertainment industry. In 1964, she married actor Troy Donahue, her co-star from Rome Adventure. The marriage was short-lived, lasting only about 8 months before ending in divorce. In 1968, she married Tommy Gallagher, a production designer. Their marriage lasted 32 years, until his death from cancer in 2000. In 2001, she married actor Tom Poston, with whom she had worked years earlier in Golden Fleecing, and who later co-starred with her on The Bob Newhart Show and other projects. They remained married until his death in 2007. Pleshette was widely described as intelligent, sharp, and wryly funny, with a sardonic sense of humor that matched her distinctive, sultry voice. Although she was a familiar public figure, she tended to keep the more intimate details of her personal life private. Friends and colleagues often spoke of her professionalism and loyalty. She maintained close friendships with many in the industry, including Bob Newhart and Marsha Wallace, among others. In 2006, Pleshette was diagnosed with lung cancer. Despite her raspy voice and the common association between lung cancer and smoking, she was publicly described as a non-smoker. She underwent treatment, including chemotherapy, and was reported to have been declared cancer-free in 2007. However, later that year she suffered a serious respiratory arrest and was hospitalized. On January 19, 2008, she died from respiratory failure connected to her earlier illness. Pleshette identified as Jewish and was generally private about her political views. She supported various charitable causes, but did not publicize her philanthropic activities in great detail. At the time of her death, her estate and accumulated earnings from decades of work in film, television, and theater were estimated in the millions, reflecting a long and successful career. Suzanne Pleshette is remembered as one of television's most sophisticated and charismatic actresses, especially for her portrayal of Emily Hartley. Her combination of intelligence, wit, and warmth on screen left a lasting legacy in American entertainment, and her work continues to be appreciated by new generations of viewers.